Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome to another Carib Fusion video. So I'm sure most of you have seen the onstage interview with Masicka where he was talking about Aidonia, calling him lazy and underachiever and you name it. You know, I'm saying he went for the jugular with this one. Now what I'm going to do today is give my perspective on it, and that is just it, my perspective. So you may or may not agree with it, okay? But just to be clear, I am a fan of both of the artists. I listen to them for different reasons and so forth. So it's no bias thing. Anything you agree with, let me know. Anything you disagree with, put it in the comment section. But just tell me what you don't agree with. Okay? And then we can work from there. But if you just make a blanket statement of foolishness, then we can't go anywhere from there. So let's keep the thing, a certain level. So I'm going to talk about it now. So Masicka starts off by talking about how his career is on the rise, which it is. It doesn't take a blind person to see. Masicka's thing is on the rise and he's been consistently rising and so forth. So, you know what I'm saying, when I talk about his rising, what I'm going to talk about mostly is about his comment about Aidonia being lazy. Now, if you want for war a man and cuss a man and all that stuff, then fine. But the moment you start to assassinate their character and saying a person is something they're not, or you don't know them enough to even make that judgment, I think, you know what I'm saying, it was an unfair call. And this is my reasoning behind it. Masicka and Aidonia are two different set of people. Notice I'm purposely not using the word league. I'm talking about times. Masicka is in the social media times. Aidonia is from the let's sell our CDs from the back of our car. That means to them reach is different. You understand what I mean? And the fan base is also different. One thing you have to notice as well is with Aidonia, he's an older artist. And for the vast majority, I would say that his career was overshadowed by Vybz Kartel and Mavado, because when the clashes was going on in 2008 and prior to that, nobody couldn't get in. So to look at somebody and say, oh, what am I do all this time? That's not a fair statement. For call somebody an underachiever. To be an underachiever and to be lazy is two different things. Let me give you an example. All of we go school. Well, most of us go school. And you have some people where every day them heading at the books, them a study, them a put in the work, and them get a C. You have another person who is naturally gifted. She not even do no work, understand? In fact, she distract you, and yet she get a A. So what is it? You can't equate hard work with underachieving. Some people are just better at it than others. And if you think about it with Masicka, he has a very good team behind him. He has a very good manager who is good at marketing. Do you understand? I'm not sure what the situation is with Aidonia and his team. So you have two different playing fields here. So to label somebody lazy because they're not at the point that you think they are at, it doesn't mean that they're lazy. It just means that everybody grew at a different pace. But like I was saying before, there was a lot of overshadowing that took place with Aidonia because of everything that was happening. In fact, as I said before, if you were an artist post 2008, not never they are going to feel. It takes a very skilled person to actually survive the Mavado and Vybz Kartel era, because it was really just about them. Their clash kind of threw everybody else. Nobody never did think most those artists. You understand? And to make the statement that he hasn't done anything, that's actually not true. You understand? That's really not true. I think the picture that Masicka is trying to paint is that I don't know do nothing and therefore I'm bad mind him and that's why I'm for war him. But I think that the moment you label someone as lazy, you're encouraging other people to think of that person that way. You stop them thought process. You want people to lose after them. And I guess him want I don't know if he hear this and then war him, which is what he wanted in the first place. The thing about clashing someone, it is the same as collaborating, because when you collaborate or you clash, you're gonna get the people in fan base, or you're gonna get their listeners. It's the same with Vybz Kartel and Alkaline. Vybz Kartel fans will listen to Alkaline songs. Alkaline fans will listen to Vybz Kartel songs, just to make a comparison. So you get that viewership. Do you understand? And I think that's why he consistently calls out Aidonia. Again, it's not a league thing, but it's a strategic thing. In order to get the fan base, he wants Aidonia's older fans to listen to his music and look at it and say, look what the boy has said about my artist. Do you understand what I mean? I think the irony in all of this is that prior to Hardball for Masicka, many people would have said he was an underachiever when you compare him to the other artists that are around, and after Hardball, things change. So you know what I'm saying, that's one of the things that I think Masicka should really consider. No, nobody not saying Masicka isn't a success, and he's doing really well. And if you look on my channel, ever talk about Masicka. But I think in this instance where he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, as I said before, if you're going to war the man. But when you start to assassinate and attack their character and call somebody lazy, that is not the case. Because like I mentioned before, being an underachiever most time has nothing to do with your work ethic. Sometimes it just comes down to ability. Just like when we met the analogy earlier with school. It's not because the person don't, they might have a disability like dyslexia, where they can't read as fast as somebody else, they can't write as fast as someone else. But does that make them stupid? No, it does not. It just means they do things differently. Another thing that you could have also considered is that actually, like I hear Dancehall Review TV saying on his review was that maybe Aidonia is content. Not everybody wants to run dancehall. I think we feel like, say, people have to want to run dancehall. Some people are just happy just making a living. So what if Aidonia is content? That's one of the things to consider too. Just want to make good music and just stay below the radar and do him work and do music for him fans and stuff. So if Masicka is gonna make the case that the man lazy and this and that, I think that's not correct. And I don't like that statement there. Overall, I rate both artists for different reasons. As I said before, when I dip on my bad girl vibes, I'm going to be a big bad woman, but listen to Masicka. When I want to go along with a bag of things, but listen to Aidonia. But all in all, each artist brings something different. But at the moment, I feel like say Masicka is being, it might come across too much like a warmonger, and more music from Masicka, more songs that I can broke out to. You understand? We don't want to hear too much gun tune again. Just need to ease it and just remember say music, and it's about us the fans where listen, us the fans who want the album for go listen to. And just keep it that way and leave Aidonia alone, make Aidonia do his thing. You understand? There's nothing to prove here. You understand? There's enough man food where him can name right now. I don't know why I'm keep on just pushing at Aidonia. It's clearly that it's clear to me that Aidonia don't want to clash him. It doesn't make him a coward. He just doesn't want to do it. You understand? So that's my 2 cents on it. Drop in the comment section what you guys think about what I've said. I'm saying, thinking about the timings where these two men, are performing. Masicka at 25 with the social media crowd with really good management. Aidonia, largely overshadowed by what was going on in a dancehall in his time. Plus his music was very niche. It wasn't for everybody. You understand? So, with all that stuff about selling his CDs, out of the back of his car, that means his reach wouldn't have been as big as Masicka is now. These are the things that I'm considering. I would not call Aidonia a lazy man, but I don't know Aidonia. So no one should be calling anybody anything unless you know them personally. Yep, that's my 2 cents on it. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. All right, later.